Perth Concert Hall. Did you know that this stunning venue opened its doors in 1973 and has since become one of the most iconic landmarks in Western Australia? Not only is it known for its breathtaking architecture, but also for its incredible acoustics, and of course home to the West Australian Symphony Orchestra, known affectionately as WASO. And in fact, they're rehearsing in there right now, and they've allowed me to sneak in for a quick look. The West Australian Symphony Orchestra is the largest employer of performing artists in WA, reaching 2 million people each year and has been around since 1928. And this year, the hall celebrates its 50th anniversary. Let's find out more from concertmaster Lawrence Jackson why he rates it so highly.
Well, I've had the benefit of, over the last 30 years, of playing in some of the world's great concert halls in Berlin, London, Birmingham, Paris, and I have to say that Perth Concert Hall is just fantastic.
And there is a little redevelopment coming up here. What's that going to mean for the musicians?
It'll mean we get more space backstage where, to put our gear down and before a concert and before rehearsal, and just to have a little bit more space to be a little bit more sociable and just to make things work better for us.
Someone who should be very happy about that storage is WASO's principal timpani, Alex. I mean, try fitting these things in your car. So these are some incredible instruments that you work with, but how do you transport them?
Yeah, it's a question that comes up quite a lot, actually. They all come in their own special boxes, but putting them in the boxes is a job on its own. Yeah. So interestingly, you should ask that question. We had a training session earlier this week with a physio to help us all work out how best to move them and how to not hurt the drums and not hurt ourselves.
Yeah, quite a workout there, hey?
It is quite a workout. Yeah, it sure is.
Now, obviously, as a timpanist, you get to play all sorts of types of concerts, but what's your personal favourite? Is it those big numbers where you're really big and bold out front, or is it the more kind of subtle in the background as the general part?
Some of the louder things are obviously a lot of fun to play. The one that most people immediately think of is the piece of music that was used for the 2001 Space Odyssey. That piece of music is iconic and a lot of fun to play.
Yes, everybody knows it.
Yeah.
Performances aren't just restricted to here on the hall's main stage. WASO also hits the road in WA to share the joy. And I think our assistant concertmaster might be missing something. So how many years have you been performing full-time with WASO?
20 years this year with WASO.
Wow, 20 years.
Yeah. But there's actually 80 of us that perform full-time with WASO.
Wow, yeah. That's incredible. And all times of the day?
All times of the day. We do a morning symphony on Thursdays. That's a kind of shortened version, about an hour.
Yeah. And
then we do evening performances as well. So we perform any time of the day.
This is your second home, hey?
This is my second home. It really is.
And what is it that you love most about performing in the community?
Oh, well, we do a lot of different things. Sometimes we play schools concerts or in aged care facilities. And I just find it really meaningful to play in situations where the audience wouldn't usually come to our concerts. So, it's nice that we can bring it to them.
So from concert halls to classrooms, WASO brings to life the epic soundtracks of iconic movies and collaborates with outstanding contemporary artists. And those morning tea concerts that Semra mentioned, well, I highly recommend them.